We do have a county representative as well, county staff that works for Jane Parker, our supervisor of this district. So this is their jurisdiction, and they have been trying to help a little bit. They've been trying to help a little bit with like a safe parking program, which is for RVs, and this is basically a safe parking program as it is, right? If we can give agreement that this we're willing to mitigate pee-poo, litter, bulky items, and just keep it clean, so not and whatever drugs or whatever. I don't know what kind of rules you guys want to place on yourselves, honestly, but the pee, the poo, the trash, the bulky items is the biggest deal that I can think of. In trespassing, the county owns this property. They own 20 feet off the road in both directions, I think, right? Okay, so from what I heard, the county owns 20 feet.
Turn back. This way.
Okay, so they own the road, they own the property, and if the county wanted to, we could stay here. But they have to want to stay here. So we have to prove that we're up for that. So I'm videoing this for the sake of the county staff, so that they can see that you're real people and you're willing to meet them more than halfway. That's what I'm looking for from this group, from this homeowners association, is looking people in the eye and want to be a part of a process to say, I want to legitimately stay here. I'm willing to prove to you that I'm worthy of staying here, and leave me alone. And they should say, cool, right on. That's their safe parking program. It's exactly what the county wants to do, is take care of you. They just want to know that you're going to be responsible. So I'm gonna video this thing, and so if you don't have an agenda yet, all we're looking for is just your name, where you're at on this road, and if you're just here to listen, or if you're already committed to trying this homeowners association. Okay, and just say your name, where you're at on the road, and if you're just here to listen.
Well, I'm Daniel Valdez, and I'm parked right up the road up on the west side. Okay. West side of the street. I pick up after myself. I take the mayor.
Okay, when somebody's talking, please don't try to listen.
Garbage everywhere, I pick up after myself, dump it where I gotta dump it, and as for anybody else, they can speak for themselves.
Okay.
Hello folks, my name's Mike. I'm here, transitional last say about 3-4 months, 5 months maybe. And I've seen a lot of come and go. So always exercise is good, and keep the security in, and keep the land clean, and try not to make it a landfill. Keep the environment safe, probably some facilities maybe in the future if it gets mandated or whatever, or put some toiletries or whatever, just in case if someone's already down their hike or whatever, and you're or whatever on the ground, be easy about it, and we're not all in the woods here. Some people don't have facilities or visiting maybe, so try to keep it clean.
Nice. Sorry. But if you can look at, you gotta take this serious, man. If you're just gonna pass it on, I mean seriously, we gotta take it serious, because the county's watching. The county needs to know that you're serious about wanting to stay here, and you fucking own up, dude. Be a fucking responsible.
Well, my name is Salinas. I've been here for a while. Just been more frequently right here for 2.5 months. I was sleeping in my truck. I was sleeping with it. I cannot disturb the peace for the other people, and mostly I don't come out of my car, except if some other person that come and ask me for something. So I keep the trash in my truck. I'm go to my work and toss in my work. So and I'm sleeping where I can, like I say, all on the road where I cannot disturb the people.
And my biggest question is, have you heard about this homeowners association? Are you in on it? Do you just want to listen?
I was just here for the first time today.
Okay, not a problem.
Hello, my name is Luis, known as Tito around here. I've been here for a minute.
All right, and And so you're on this road, and are you here to listen, or?
I'm here to listen, help if I can. Whatever you guys want me to do, I'm always helping people around. So if you guys need me for anything, I'll be around.
Perfect. That's it.
Hello, my name is Percy McCray. I've been here off and on quite some years. I used to come out here and stay back in 2010 for a little while, and I left and I came back. Recently I've been here for about 2 months and a half, maybe 3. Anyway, it's been quite a big change as well. I live up the street, all the way up towards the stop sign there, in the little gray car. You see all covered up with the windows and everything. But anyway, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to stay here, even to go beyond my means to help keep the place clean or whatever. But that's what I have planned. Also, the veterans is planning to get me a place to stay, but still, I would still come here and be part of whatever's going on here.
All right.
This place, I think we get a 5th wheel and save some money up. I'm getting on my way. I'm not everything when I first started. When I first started, I was like 10. And I think this place, I think about that community and people here are very nice and really, they want to stay here like me. You guys help, so.
My name's Juan Garcia. I've been here for about a month and a half or something like that. I'm all over this place. Trying to help people. I know that the issues that we have around here just simple everyday household issues, using the bathroom, shower, stuff like that. I know that, we're trying to do our best to keep the garbage clean, to keep everything all like litter free. But it's hard because individuals come here and they dump stuff, and you know what I mean. They leave it, and we got to deal with it and get it out of here. And the county and people out here like, oh, this place is trash. You know what I mean? This and that. People. There's been instances where people just come out here to dump shit. You know what I mean? And it's not cool. We got to deal with it and get harassed by the sheriffs and PD, and it's horrible. People got other things to worry about besides that. You know what I mean? So I'm here to support the Homeowners Association. I'm here to help. So if you guys need a helping hand or whatever, just hit me up.
Hold on. Getting there. Well,
my name is Bella, and I've been here for about 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. I'm disabled. I have reached out to just about every place that has been told to me to call to get help, and I cannot get no help from anybody. I'm here for the Homeowners Association. I'm here to help everybody that's out here. We all need to pull together and keep this community clean, clean up your yards. If you do see anybody dumping that doesn't stay on this road, get their license plate number, turn them in, so we can't keep getting the blame for every single bit of trash that gets put out here. And I hope we can get something accomplished down here for we could stay, because we have nowhere to go. It's sad, it's miserable, it's lonely down here, it's depression, it's terrible. And if we all pull together as a community, we can get something going down here. But we all have to pull in and do our time and do our part. We can't just leave it to 2 or 3 or 4 of us. Everybody has to pitch in, and everybody needs to help. Thank you.
My name is Harry Evans. I am not an illegal alien. I'm not a foreigner. I am an American citizen. Again, I am an American citizen. I have rights just as everybody else does out here. I want police protection. I am against people dumping out here. All the rich people come from the cities. The dump is only a quarter mile away. 200 tires, mattresses, as far as a 10-story building can go. They come out here, they dump their stuff, and we get blamed for it. We request the county to come out and do pickup, but nothing happens. They did send a truck out here with one helper. He can't pick up a couch. He can't pick up tires. And he just drove right on by. I requested another one. Nothing happened. Everything was bagged up, but the animals that are out here, the birds, they penetrated the bags, and we have trash all over the place. I've personally called the cops on people dumping out here. Use your cameras. We want help. We can't go anywhere else. I believe in the association. People that are out here today are the responsibles. The irresponsible ones need to be moved. Thank you.
Okay, and try to just limit it to, because we got a lot to do. So just try to limit it to your name, where you're at on the street, and whether or not you're interested in doing this homeowners association. Just listening or fully on board.
Hi, I'm Wildfire. I live all the way to the end, the very last one. Okay, I'm cool with that. Anyway, yes, I am. I am in this all the way. I have a lot of fight left in me. I hope you all have as much, if not more, fight than I have in me, and let's do this all together.
Okay, Prince, you got more pens to pass out?
Hi guys, my name is Amber Riviere. I've been here for about 3 or 4 weeks now. I was displaced because I was having some uninhabitable living conditions in the place I was living. The owner would not make some fixes. I called the county, they came out and inspected and shut the unit down. So my children and I got the RV. We came out here just for, in the meantime, until we can get into another place. Since I've been here, I've met a lot of the people. It's a complete different atmosphere than what they portray on the news, and what's really going on as far as the type of people that are down here. There are a few people that are questionable, and they get sometimes a little bit scary at night, but for the most part there's a lot of lovely people, a lot of kind-hearted. You see us going around giving each other food, giving each other water, trying to support each other, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to be around, but regardless, I do want to get involved in the Homeowners Association. Some of us can't afford to live, some of us are just in transition. I'm also going through a separation, which semi puts me as a displaced housewife, and it makes it a little bit easier of a burden to be able to come out here and park, and for the most part, like a lot of people have mentioned, we're out here and we're keeping our areas clean. Some of the people that come out here, I mean, we don't have king-size beds and stuff like that to throw out of our, the trailers and the cars and stuff. Some of the things that we need to pick up. We've done multiple, dump runs to the trash, and one of my ideas that I thought that we might be able to do is kind of get some of the surrounding businesses to like donate a fund and charity. It would help them say that, I help and I support my community. Maybe get Alhambra involved so that they can do some pickups, some type of charity organization. And I think that would really help, especially not only us, but the people tomorrow and next week and a couple months from now who are going to be in transition or might, something might happen in their lives to where that's going to put them out on this road. And especially like one of you guys mentioned, have the cops, be out here and stuff. They're welcome. And that's pretty much all I got to say. The thing is we're not druggies, we're not bad people. Some of us are just here temporary, but even the people who are, that have to stay longer, they should be able to stay. And that's it.
Okay, question, where's the sign-in sheet?
I have it.
And there's also got to be at least 20 agendas, that somebody's got a stack of agendas. Has anybody got those?
What's that?
The agenda is the one that's
I haven't seen that one yet.
And please make sure to sign in, make it legible, put a phone number if you have one. Sorry, and let's just try to keep it to your name, where you're at on the block, and whether or not you support the thing, or if you're just listening and trying to figure out.
We're really trying to get the city council to know who's out here.
Okay.
They don't need to just know the face, they need to know people's stories. They need to know hey, this happened.
All right, yeah, okay, we can do that too. Let's just let it go. Go for it. It's organic.
So do I.
All right, so there's a set of agendas that I don't know where those are, but I can give you some of these VI. So we do have some pins. Apparently some people are doing that now. Go ahead and do the stuff you know, but please listen to the people talking as well.
Testing. Hi, my name is Ursula Aguilar, and I've been out here for about a month. And I came out here to become part of the Lapis Road RV Homeowners Association. I think Lapis is like a safe place for homeless people. Thank you.
Cool.
My name is Rich Sweets. I'm in the RV down the way. I've stayed here for short periods of time over the past 6 years, and I was out of town across the country for the past year, but I've been back here for a couple months now because I can no longer park in Seaside and Marina. You know, all the coastal towns, all up and down the coast, are passing laws against RVs. Santa Cruz, there's people here from Santa Cruz, all over, and we need to keep it clean and not be putting out lawn furniture and taking over the land. Just keep everything as self-contained as you can and as clean as you can, and I don't see where there would be a problem.
Hi, my name is Jay Reed. I'm at the very end of the Lapis Road, and we need to everybody outside of people over here, the community needs to know that this is not a homeless problem. This is a community crisis, and what we need to do is we need to put a permanent situation and a permanent solve for it. And I think I put together a pretty good proposal that I will go ahead and make copies of and pass out. I'm not going to go into it right now, but it will be able to take care of the problem on a permanent basis, and it will keep everybody safe, re-educated, rejuvenated, and then reintegrated back into the society we want to be. There are so many different stories here, and so many good people, smart people, and these things just happen. It's not as if we just decided today we're going to be homeless. It doesn't work that way, okay? But also, it has to be recognized that these people, all of us here are not causing the taxpayers to spend a lot of money. We have to remember that, their continued harassment and things of that nature, and when the cops come in, push everybody out, and then we trickle back in, it's not a problem. So maybe we can do things against the permanent situation. I would lay out this message for everybody to look at it. Plus, taxpayers and I, give us a safe place to be, place to live, and regulate ourselves. Not so we know how to take it. From the community, and let's take care of this problem permanently. And that way, the situation just keeps getting possible and possible as the people push it. We have a place to live. It's the point that everybody not finding a good solution and a good solution. And I think I have one thing together, so we'll have that done in a few days and we'll pass it out to everybody. And I just want to thank everybody. Everybody does try to help. We're really trying to do something, and we'll start from that. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Lunt. My boyfriend and I ended up on Lapis Road. It's a hard job, whatever. We both know a lot of people here. You know what? We're not homeless. We're just residentially challenged, okay? It sounds so saying homeless. We're residentially challenged. People out here, there are a lot of people that come out here and make everybody here look bad, because I know that we take the time, we get our own garbage bags, we glove up, and we go up and down. We all take sections of this road and clean it up. And literally, there was two people out there cleaning up one day. They asked somebody to please help them that had just rolled up and dumped a bunch of stuff out of their van, and the people said, okay, sure, and then turned around and they drove off with all their garbage right there. And they're not people that stay here regularly. And it's those people that make us look bad, because I know we all take time and we all clean up. Now, if you're a slob, get yourself on Slobify. I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? Pick up your garbage. There's a dump, how far away? If you can't afford the money to freaking bring your stuff to the dump, they might not like it, but they'll pick it up. Leave it outside the gate when it's closed. At least it's at the dump. It's at the gate. Seriously, if you can't afford it, because there are some people that are financially challenged as well. Leave it at the dump. They'll pick it up instead of right here, because this road did not used to look like this at all. You know what I mean? And it is a eyesore. You're looking at it from the freeway or from the other side of the road. It does look nasty. And I don't blame people for complaining, but it's up to us also. You know what I mean? Like the gentleman said, take a picture, call the police on them, get their license plate number. I just said that to somebody last night. Get the license plate number. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because you're messing with my place to stay. Jay and I have been talking about a proposition, that we had, that we're trying to put together, whatever, to make something permanent. Pray to God it goes through. You know what I mean? Pray to God that we get to stay here on
in Lapis because you know what? When the 31st comes and they want everybody to move out here, you don't want us in the city. Not in a city here wants us there. Where are they supposed to go? You know what I mean? If we go sit on the doorstep of City Hall, the police station, like, hey, you know, like, help us instead of hinder us. Help us instead of hinder us. You know what I mean? Like, because they hand us a sheet that has all these like resources and stuff. You have to meet certain requirements for them, and a lot of people don't meet those requirements. And some of those places don't exist any longer. You know, so that list is not up to date. I asked the sheriff how recently they've been in contact with these places. They said within the past couple weeks, 5 places on there have not existed for over a year. So that's a lie. You know what I mean? Like, I've done my homework in the past. You know what I mean? 5 of the places haven't existed for at least a year. So don't work against us, work with us. You know what I mean? We're not all hardened criminals. We're not all bad. We might be tied up. We might be whatever. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make us bad people. You know, like, everybody has a story. You know what I mean? Like, we're human. We make mistakes. You know, whatever. But, like, don't sit there and look at us like, ew. You know what I mean? Because you might, in a blink of an eye, find yourself in our position. Never forget that. That's all I have to say.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who gets this?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Monica, and I'm here during this case because I came across one of those fortunate circumstances all at the same time, which brought me here. I agree with Dawn, who said we're not all drug addicts. We have some FBI background check. It's very
This is our mother and father of Lapis Road. I am Sylvia. I've been here for a couple of months and down on the other side of Lapis, and I'm here today to support the Homeowners Association and do anything I can to help clean it up. I'm willing to do it. I'm ready to go right now. Anyway,
Perpetual motion is a big deal. Alright, we can promise for a day, but we gotta do it every day.
Hi, I'm Bill Montgomery, and I've been here, about a year, I guess. And like everybody else, I'm here to do what I can and get things cleaned up. And hopefully we can stay a little longer. So we have to work together.
Just a quick announcement. I'm going to go over to my son's house and grab a trailer that I use once in a while and garbage. Obviously, we're going to need some help loading it up, and we're going to need donations for getting it to the dump. I have no problem doing that, so I will do it. And we'll have it here tomorrow, and then just put it together. And, a couple of bucks here and there, something like $15, but we can pretty much take care of everything in a single day. So if everybody wants to pitch in, whatever, we're not, just let me know.
Don? Have you said anything yet? Yeah. Well, just your name, where you're at on the block, and whether or not you're interested in the homeowners association. That's it.
Hi, Marina.
Hold on.
We didn't plan on being here. We were looking for a place for 14 weeks, and we've been having a problem with like one bedroom's paying $1,400. Well, I don't really want to pay $1,400 because we'll be struggling every month trying to pay that $1,400, and we both work full time. I actually, when I fall in Lapis, I talk crap all the way to the middle of Lapis because all your shit out, stuff outside. You know, I don't like it. lot of people out here that mind their own business. It's peaceful out here, and I'm just happy to be out here with my boyfriend. I'm not really happy that I'm out here, but and I don't really plan on staying here forever. But I don't think the people that are out here should be harassed or kicked off the street when they don't have a place to go, because everywhere has a waiting list. The list they gave us is the list that they've had forever, and they've got a waiting list. The RV park that's what we spent all these millions of dollars on, that's not for 10 months. Where's everybody going to go? They're going to be moving their RVs every 72 hours. That's it. They're going to be on back in the street and being pushed to move. So I just think that this would be an inexpensive place for the ones that do want to clean up their mess and use their own restrooms in their RV. Go to the dump because it is down the street. And I do think that if we get some money, I think there's a lot of people willing to help. If, my boyfriend has a truck, he doesn't mind. He'll take stuff to the dump. We don't want to look at it. We'd rather take it to the dump. I mean, we've only been here, I think, like 3 weeks. We don't really associate with really anybody, we know a couple people, but come home, we're tired, and that's it, There's nothing, until we figure out, where we're going to pay this $1,400 at, we're going to have to cough it up, I guess. So, that's really all I got. But, yeah, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and I'm only here to support and I guess be a part of it while we're here. But I am supporting it because there are a lot of homeless people, and for the most part, everybody's
Anybody else like to introduce themselves for a minute? If you're on this block, it would behoove you to introduce yourself to the county. I'm videoing it for the county.
Any other homeowners here that haven't spoken?
Right, if you want to stay past the 31st, it'd be good to say something.
Mary, you want to speak?
Yeah, she does. Get out there and speak. Everybody needs to speak up for this road.
Right, if you want to stay, it would be good.
Don't sit there crying when you don't speak up and you ain't got anybody to speak up.
In the meantime, Mary, I will yield the microphone as soon as Mary walks over here. My name is Becky Johnson, and I'm a housed supporter. I'm also a member of the Salinas, Monterey Homeowners Association. We think that what's happening to you folks up here is not fair. Giving you this, they have to move out by August 31st or else is the arbitrary deadline the county is imposing on people. Most of the people are here because they've exhausted every other place that they could be. All of the RV parks in 3 counties are full. If you're lucky enough to get into one of them, it's $75 a night. And that's not a permanent situation. And a lot of the parks will not take any rigs that are older than 10 years old, even if they do have space in them and you can afford it. So there's a whole myriad of reasons why people are sort of stuck here and why they came here. But people came here because they're very resilient and they believe in taking care of their own situation. They're not really asking for a lot of help or services. They try to do it themselves. That's the spirit I find in the residents here, who are, for the most part, homeowners. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the word homeless, and it doesn't apply to you. You're vehicularly housed residents, your homes on wheels, I understand that. See, I used to work up at Santa Cruz County with a lot of different homeless encampments, and there's always this NIMBYism element, and it seems to always come down to pee-pee and poo-poo and trash. I don't know. They're anally obsessed with that, and people say, but I have an RV. When I need to do my business, I go into my bathroom, and people don't understand that. That's why we suggested having a porta potty here for the visual effect of it, and to tell the NIMBYs to go sit in their own potties.
wow.
Alright, I'm already starting getting money from people for the garbage tomorrow. We need to have somebody who will hold on to it, and I'd like to, anybody who gives money, get their name and how much they gave so that shit goes there. Anyways, just kidding. Anyways, if we can fix somebody out real quick and hold on to the cash, I mean, then we'll go ahead and whoever is going to be the treasurer. There's $20 left. This is already low, and a little bit extra. So that's appreciate it to start following suit on that. I will throw in some let's go ahead and let's get going.
Okay. Well, let me introduce myself, say a couple words. My name is Anthony Prince. Like Becky, like Wes, I'm with the Salinas County, or the Monterey County Salinas Homeless Union. I'm an attorney. Maybe you guys followed us over the last couple of years. We sued the city of Salinas when they first passed that ordinance prohibiting people from putting things on the sidewalk. Then they passed the anti-camping ordinance. We got a new legal team together who's going to get into a federal district court again to challenge this new ordinance. Essentially, these laws are being passed all over California, all over the United States. They're kicking people out of these cities, and they're forcing the construction. They're forcing people to live out on the highways, by the train tracks, by the highways, under the viaducts. You go to Oakland, you got camps underneath every single freeway overpass in the city of Oakland. You go to Berkeley, you go to San Francisco even. You go to Eugene, Oregon. You go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wes and I are part of a movement of people across the country. There's a homeless union being created in Boston. There's a homeless union being created in Eugene, Oregon. We got the Salinas, Monterey County Homeless Union, and I really salute you guys for forming this homeowners association because it's pretty unprecedented. I don't think anyone's formed a homeowners association like this. And so it's both, yeah, these are your homes, but so are the people living in tents on Soledad Street. That's their home too. Or somebody living in a cardboard box. That's their home too, because they've been kicked out. So what we're doing here today is not just about this one street. What we're doing here today is about a movement of poor people. And like people have said, everyone in this country, if you're a working class person, you're only one paycheck away. You're only one medical emergency away. Am I right about that? Yeah. Okay, so the bottom line here is that the days, and we proved this when we fought over there in Chinatown, we proved it, that the days where the so-called homeless service providing industry, they don't speak for us anymore. We formed our own union. I'm a labor lawyer. That's the background I have. And if you work in the shop, and I know there's other people here who worked in those shops and formed those unions, am I right? And you don't have any power against that employer. You have no power against that boss if you fight by yourself. But if you unify yourself and don't let them divide you up, then you can have political influence and influence to actually make a difference, make a change, and force them to come to the table to talk with us. And that's what we're going to try to do here. So I think it's very important. I really want to underscore what some of the speakers just said about telling your stories, about who we are, how we came to be living in these areas. People losing their jobs, people losing their homes, people being pushed out by the high-tech industry. They're talking about a future. That future doesn't include us. They got robots driving cars now. They got machines doing the work of thousands of people. So what's going to happen to us? They got to provide for people. We contributed. We built this country. Am I right about that? Yeah. All this wealth here in Monterey County, who created all that wealth? And do we deserve to be pushed out because they have a new system now that doesn't include us? I say this. If they're not going to build a home, then leave us alone. That's the bottom line. I think our position has to be, if they're not going to commit themselves on and I'm tired of pointing the finger at the city doesn't have the resources, talk to the county. The county doesn't have the resources, talk to the governor. Well, we got Trump as president, nothing we can do. That's BS. That's BS. The resources are there, the means, the wealth is there to make a national commitment to a real housing program in this country, just like they did after World War II. I see a lot of vets here. My dad fought in World War II, and when that war was over, they came back to America, and there was the biggest housing
developing some legal strategies and community power strategies. We're going to work very closely. We can do a lot between now and August 31st when they put that deadline up in terms of publicity, in terms of the court. There's the court. It's in the big building down there in Monterey County, and then there's the court of public opinion. And I believe the court of public opinion is more important in a lot of respects because we got to dig in for the long haul. So I'll stop talking here. I'm going to talk a little bit more in a minute about specifically what kind of legal, what's possible and what's not possible from a legal standpoint. But I'll close by saying this: the most important thing is to stay united. That's the most important thing. They're going to try to divide people up. They do it all the time. So we're going to take care of the homeless vets. Oh, we're going to take care of these, the veteran homeless. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we want these people, but not these people. The people who are coming in here who don't have a place to live, whether it's an RV, a tent, or a car park shack, those are our sisters and brothers. Don't let them divide us up. Don't let them divide us up. Let's figure out a way. But at the same time, people got to be disciplined. This has got to be a disciplined movement. People have to accept the rules. We can't give them an excuse to come in here. And I'll tell you something else. You get the license plates, these fly dumping is against the law. To drive anywhere and just dump stuff on the side of the road is against the law. Why don't they set up like they do the sobriety checkpoints? You know, the police set up those checkpoints to check for people drinking. Set up a fly dumping checkpoint right over there. And when these cars come through here and they start dumping things, then you're nailed. You know what I'm trying to say? Thank you. We did that down on Soledad Street. We did that on Market Way. We blocked the roads. All right? All right, I got to know when to shut up. I got to shut up now. So who's next?
And if you see someone coming through harassing people, get their picture too, and we'll post that on social media and shame them.
Hey, cameras.
Okay, alright, so thank you for the introductions. I'm just trying to keep a little bit on track because we got a lot to cover.
I just like to say, as you can tell, there's something that we're stop their homes or anything to the association. There's some that are not. Okay, so the ones that are not here, that are not serious about things, that's not our fault. You are not to blame for that. But the ones that are here, you know, we're showing something here.
Okay, so I'm actually looking for a sign-in sheet wherever that went. If you haven't signed up, please sign up. Make sure you have your phone number on there too. That's actually people are gonna weed themselves out anyway. So the ones who are motivated will behave because they'll be contractually obligated. The whole point of what I'm trying to do right now is get you signed up for services. That will give you identification, level of need, because they need to know who you are. All right, that's like an ID. I'm using this. It's not official. The VI Spadats, which is actually coming up in a little bit. The VI. So let's talk about that in a minute. But the whole point of this is to get people signed up for services because maybe you'll get housed anyway without, and then you can sell your RV and be successful or something. Whatever that pie in the sky dream is, right? Yes, and that's actually the whole point of getting into this is you can get housing, you can get registration, you can get vouchers for anything, everything that's available. You sign up social services. After we have ID, the other thing is these rules. And with these rules, that's what we're saying. We're contractually obligated to do this, and if we don't, then we're out. And if they drive by and they see it. So hopefully that never happens. But people will weed themselves out with responsibility. You can promise something one day, but if you don't do it consistently, you're going to get caught. So just worry about yourselves. That's the whole point of this. Whoever is in here is going to end up being registered. I'm trying to make this like a safe parking program. A very unintensely regulated safe parking. Okay, what they want is like this amount of money and insurance and patrol and stuff we can't afford. But we can monitor ourselves and be responsible for ourselves. And that's the whole point. That's why I was asking for these certified rules. So I want to check in real quick, and hopefully this will go a little bit quicker. We're looking for who from the county has approached you. Has anybody besides, obviously the sheriff, right? The sheriff, yes.
Seaside Police Department had told me my boyfriend a while. Seaside
Seaside Police Department had told my boyfriend and I back in October, I think it was, or November, about a place on Fort Ward. It's already set up for electricity and water can be hooked up to it. A perfect place is uninhabited area of Fort Ward. We actually went because they couldn't give us. They told us kind of the location, and him and I we went and we did research at the library, and we found the location that they had been talking about. They told us if we got a petition together and we went and we got signatures, that all of Seaside PD would back it up, and they would have every police officer in their department, everyone that works in the Seaside Police Department, sign it for us. Also, there was a gentleman, he's on Marina City Council, who said that he would try and get Marina PD also to do the same, follow suit. The only problem with that is now it's like getting that petition and actually getting them to actually follow through with it, because I talked to the gentleman that works for the City Council of Marina, and he seemed like he was backing off from that, like he couldn't remember again or remember about it. But there is, you know what I mean? If we can get, I don't know, something, I don't know, like if for here, like you can get a petition going for people to stay here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas everybody has, so we'll probably make it quicker and easier.
Lift your microphone up. There you go.
If we can all go ahead and write down these ideas and then put them all together, and then we can go ahead and, when there's time to do that, and break them all down, that would be a huge help. If you have any idea whatsoever, promotions, anything, I have things that I need to have a garage sale. I mean, we can do a lot of things to promote the finances we're probably going to need for okay, here we go.
So I'm sorry, I don't really want to waste everybody's time, and kind of get off topic of what our agenda is. I just want to see a show of hands. Who has been contacted by the sheriff down here? Okay, let me spin this around. So hold your hand up high.
Everybody.
Well, just hold your hand up high, please. Okay, everybody who's been contacted by the sheriff for being down here. Okay, so the next on the list. How about the VA department? Okay, raise your hand if the VA department came to you. Okay, I do know on Thursday I did see them. So, VA department, and next one was the environmental department. Did anybody from the environmental talk to you? Okay. Okay, so the next question is Adult Protective Services. Did anybody get contacted by the Adult Protective Services? Okay, raise your hand high if you got contacted by the Adult Protective Services. Okay, they said that they came down here. Okay, now did anybody identify themselves as a social worker to you? Nobody else? Nobody identify themselves as a social worker? Okay. Okay, did anybody identify themselves with interim or McComb?
Maybe I should say something about the assessment.
That's coming up, yeah. Okay, did anybody get contacted by any other entities? Oh!
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like it was due to this run, though. Oh, so you kind of got caught up. Oh, man.
CPS is a long moving battle.
Yeah,
That's a whole other...
Exactly. Okay, because I think one of the claims that the paper has made is that every single person has been contacted and been delivered services. And if all they're talking about is that little piece of paper, that ain't nothing.
And also, there's no electricity, no water, no
right.
restrooms, whatever. Okay, so we have to go a bit for the restroom. Everybody here has water, because you know what? We all take turns to go on water runs. And again, the paper stated that there's no electricity, no water, and no facilities. We might have to go down the street to use the facilities, but we do it.
we all take turns, well, most of us anyways, I know like at least more than half of us take turns, and we go around and we collect the water jugs from people, and we go and we get water and we bring them back to people. As far as electricity, I believe nearly every RV here does have a generator, which, hello, that's electricity. So when they state something like that, they need to exactly know what exactly they're talking about, you know, like, because some of the stuff they're saying we don't have, we actually do have. You know, that would make it habitable. I think the biggest thing that we need is a restroom. That's about it. Oh yeah, wait, y'all. Yeah, the RVs do have restrooms. Yes, exactly.
My name is Gloria Cologne. I live here at Lapis. I've been here for a month and a half. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Are you interested or just listening?
She's interested.
Okay, no, cool. All right, so now the VI Spadats. Most everybody got one of those already. The 4-page, it's a staple one. That's it right there. So I just wanted to go over this a little bit. This is not official. It's not signing you up for services with the county, but it is giving you a little bit of an idea of the questions they're going to ask you, and we can also use this for demographic information. That's the whole point of this, is so that we can crunch numbers. So let's go over it just a little bit, because there's a couple of these parts that have a hard time.
Also, I want to say, you also get, hey, there's the big cat guy. Yeah, that guy.
He likes that guy the most?
Yeah, that guy. That guy arrested us right there. So he jammed us up, all kinds of crap, like he's a police.
Oh, the hat guy, huh?
Like he's a policeman.
Okay, all right, well, let's try to keep it a little bit positive.
Pardon his inappropriate language. But yes, this gentleman likes to go up and down the street pretending he's the police, yelling out profanities outside of his window, at least 5 to 6, 7 times, 10 times a day.
That's better.
Just so you know. And that is his move.
Put your profanity at us. Come on.
Go ahead, say hi. Say hi. You're famous right now, just so you know.
Now you're here.
This is going to the association.
Okay, so we're fine with it.
Because now we're harassing
So what I want to go over is this VI Spadat. Okay, everybody got one of these things? It's the grayed out block style. Okay. Okay, so this VI Spadat. Okay, it says every assessor in your community, regardless of organization, completing the VI Spadat should use the same introductory script. In that script, you should highlight the following information: the name of the assessor, Westwhite, their affiliation, Salinas Homeless Union, organization that employs them. Well, we don't actually employ anybody. The purpose of the VI Spadat being completed is so that we can get some demographic information, and you can have an idea of what they're going to be asking you. Now, notice a lot of these are mental illness and health issues and drug abuse. So it usually takes 7 minutes or less. Only answer yes or no. Any answer can be skipped or refused, where the information is going to be stored. And if the participant does not understand the question, you don't have to answer, or you can ask for clarification. The importance of relaying accurate information to the assessor and not feeling that there is a correct or preferred answer that they need to provide, nor any information that they need to conceal. So most of you can do your name, date of birth, age, social security, consent to participate. That's the stuff that's on the front page, and that's what I put on a line that you can see on top. Okay, so for A, you only marked 1, correct? Housing, history of housing and homelessness. On number 1, you only circled 1 of those, correct? Okay, outdoors is probably where you're at. Otherwise, you put other and you said my RV. Okay, car works too. Okay, number 2. How long has it been since you live in permanent stable housing? You should be able to get that one. And in the last 3 years, how many times? Hopefully that's okay. Does anybody have any questions on this stuff so far? Well, then, and that's what we're looking for, is up to 3 years. Okay, now, received health care at an emergency department, which means, like, did you get taken away in an ambulance, have to go to the hospital? And that's actually not even with the ambulance. So that's just walking into it. Okay, make sure you give a good, accurate number in the past 6 months. Okay, did you take an ambulance? Make sure you got that. Need pens? There's some pens here. You don't have to sign it. But you do, please sign in on the clipboard. Where did that clipboard go? Oh, by the way, I want the clipboard. Okay, been hospitalized. That's after going to the emergency room where you stay. Use of crisis service, thanks, sir. Use of crisis service including sexual assault crisis, mental health crisis, family intimate violence, distress centers, and suicide prevention. Does anybody have a question about that?
I have called some of these places for assistance, and they always refer me to other places. There's never ever any help. My vehicle, I just ended up in the hospital last week. I was in there for 4 days. When I got out, my windshield was broken, and then I asked for help for this and that, and they just keep referring me to different places. So actually, they're there saying that they're help, but there's no help. Like I said, I have a job actually. Exactly. $40 an hour, and I can't get that job because I have no ID. So I need.
Well, and signing up. So on this agenda, there's also a phone number. It says 883-3080. That is the Coalition of Homeless Service Providers. Sign up. Call them and sign up for an appointment. It's on your agenda. It says sign up for the CARS program. And that's what we need to do, and that would be official. Right now, this isn't official, but it helps for demographics, so that we can say, well, we took the same thing, and what you're telling us isn't what we found. Okay, so we still need rules. Do you have any rules for us? All right, well let's skip in. Let's go to rules. You go ahead and turn these in. Well, we'll just take it as is. Okay, I still need rules. The whole point of this meeting was actually the rules.
One of the things that I really noticed when we go by, when some of us, when we line up, when the cars and the RVs are lined up, RV car, and scattered, and they're actually like a file, it looks a lot lovely. So if one of the things is that it looks trashy out here, if we can even just maybe get markers, you know how they have the centerpieces in the middle of the road that are reflectors, maybe get side reflectors where each of us are going to park our car or something like that, something that's not permanent but that can have a post, instead of gluing it in the center, to have a post that we can stick into the ground, and then that's where we park it, and that alone makes it look a lot better. And the second one in regards to the parking is around the bends. I think it's closer, I think, down that way. When you go around the bend, some of the RVs and the cars are going out further and further out, and so you're actually having to go into the other lane in order to get past, and they're putting cones out. So maybe if we can get those either moved or to another spot if there's not enough room right there on the edge, or just get them in closer if they can. Just basically maybe a certain percentage, a certain amount of feet away from the driving, the area in which we're supposed to be driving. Another thing is basically a footage of around the RV, which you're personally responsible for. There's going to be trash. There's going to be people who are going to dump. And one of the saddest parts that I notice is that people in the city, when they dump off their trash, a lot of us out here don't have a lot. So when they see something that looks like it could be tangible, then everybody else is like, oh, what do we got here? And they take what's usable or reusable, and then the rest of it is either scattered. And if it's not somebody that's on drugs and just tweaking on whatever's there, it's the animals. So, well, I guess they can be considered animals sometimes. But yeah, basically single file, maybe just like a plug, like they have those solar lights that you put in the garden. Just put it right there, and go straight in the ground in the dirt, and each person can park right there. in single file, it makes a big difference. And I noticed just since the police came out, everybody's been trying to do that and trying to say, hey, like it's not the majority of us, it's the few of us that are running it for the rest of them. And so that I think is really good. The only issue that I see is if we get some porta potties out here, some of the people are just going to trash them. If we get some trash cans out here, the people from the city are still going to come dump, except for instead of dumping it on the side of the road, they're going to dump it in the trash. So that we'd also have to get some form of a small fence or something that goes around it and a key code. So anybody who is out here and is part of the homeowners association can put the key code or have a lock or has a combination, so that in one day the trashes that are out here for the money that we're raising and for the people who live out here also can actually take advantage of that rather than everybody else. So far, and what I wanted to tell anybody who doesn't know, the beach down here at Walmart, they have restrooms there that have running water and stuff like that. You can go down the beach, spend a couple hours, get in the sand, have a good day, good afternoon, you can fill up if you're having issues getting water. There's faucets there. If you want to go down to Home Depot and you're have concerns with the water safety, they have the testing tubes there. There's free testing tubes. You can get some of the water from the sink or wherever you're getting your water from. Send it in. They'll send it back and they'll let you know if it's safe or not, or if it has any type of hazardous stuff like that. So that's basically what I want to say.
Thank you. I'd like to also add in that people from the city of town that are worried about us being scavengers or drug addicts, also I think this is a good work out to help you change your mind. Maybe my neighbors show that security that sometimes we do need help assistance, but those of us that are looking for work, that's that we're not so just to make things
losing people because it's just hard to keep attention. So, Prince, you got a chance to see the violations.
Yep.
And so go ahead and explain a little bit of how to mitigate those violations.
Sheriff's notice of okay, well, what Wes sent me was a blank sheriff's notice. It could be, I guess, posted or it could be provided to someone that they're using a violating areas of Monterey County. Or staying in an RV or a shack or any kind of structure or even out in the open on any property without the permission of the owner, public or private. So right off the bat, everyone, this entire stretch here is already by definition in violation of that, and there's not, the only way we're going to be able to combat that is to get, number one, permission of the owner as Monterey County. So that's a political fight. We're going to have to figure out a way to get permission based on a temporary basis so they can't enforce that first provision. That's a political thing. We're going to have to get the churches, we're going to have to get the community, we're going to have to get ourselves segmented. All we're asking to do is to maintain it in an orderly, clean fashion. We need a little help to do that. We want your permission until such time as some transitional or stable housing is found. Permission is the key to defending against that person listed. I want to emphasize that. Going and asking, begging and pleading is not going to do it. It's going to only happen if there's a show of force and community support. Okay? The second thing is that I guess they can cite you for dumping. We already had a big long discussion here about that. I think the strategy here is to prove that the people that are dumping, number one, are not in this community. As the speakers have been saying, it's more people coming through here, dumping it on the way to the dump, too lazy to dump it, or unable financially to afford it. So I think that issue has to be, see, we can't wait to be attacked. We got to be preemptive about it. We got to put the county on notice now. That before you start ticketing people and charging with misdemeanors and infractions, and misdemeanors a criminal offense, these can be charged as criminal offenses. Before you do that, we're putting you on notice, Monterey County, because you got people who are not part of this community coming through here and fly dumping, which is against the law. We want you to set up, like I said before, that checkpoint, that fly dumping checkpoint. Okay, we're citizen law enforcement. We can turn them in, we can get the license plates, then we got to follow it up. So one of the most important things to do, what I'm saying is, we can't really wait to get cited by these things. Let's act proactively so that when they do issue the citations, we already have a defense built in. We can already say, hey, we put the police department and sheriff's department on notice already. Where's your checkpoint? Where are your arrests? We don't see the sheriffs here arresting people if they come here and dump. The other, yeah.
One of the things that I wanted to notice, tell you about the dumping, is that a lot of the lunch breaks, the news, how they were going to the dump and they didn't want to see it trashing. Well, it's everybody in town that goes on their lunch break who closet smokes or comes and gets high. They come out here not to get caught, they smoke, and then they throw their lunch out the door.
Right.
And then they go back to work.
Right.
So they don't want us out here because they don't want to get caught. They don't want us taking pictures of them, and that's what most of when you see the litter going along, that's from the people who are on their lunch break that are coming out here.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I would say on that. You notice Wes White has that camera up there. Wes White, everywhere he goes, he's documenting everything. That was a very important part of our lawsuit in Salinas, because Wes had documented so many things happening on Salinas Street. I would say that, first of all, here's the law. Anyone who's in the public view, you can take their photograph, and they can make no objection to it. No one can say, hey, you can't take my picture. If they're out here, sitting in a car, and they're doing something, and then they're depositing trash on the street, document it as best as possible. Document what they did, get the license plate, and even if you don't turn it in and say, here's a photograph, here's the people that are doing these things.
The restaurants and the taco trucks pull their sinks here too. Some of the restaurants, the oil bins that they have, because they don't want to either pay for it, and some of the taco trucks, they'll come out here also, and that's when you see the bigger spills that are on the side of the road that look like that somebody had changed oil or something like that. That's what those are coming from, and you can tell that they're the sink traps, because I worked in the restaurant industry when I was going to college, and we used to have to dump them in, which usually you find in their noodles, cut up lemons, stuff like that, and that's not from the trailers and actually coming from the septic tanks. Those are from the sink. And that's what's even more disappointing about this, is that these people own businesses, and they're cutting corners and they're hurting people, and they're making it even look like way worse than what it is.
Right. You should definitely document that. If you see these commercial vehicles pulling up, discharging refuse,
are we allowed to put cameras on the street? Because they usually come between 2 and 5 o'clock.
You are
the camera inside your RV.
Put a camera on the street. Of course, if you just leave it there unattended, someone might take it. But you have the right to document. Here's a picture, and I request to take pictures of anyone's on a public, in the public. Anyone who's there. There's no expectation of privacy on a street. Okay? There's no expectation of privacy. So if someone pulls up, dumping things, commercial truck, private vehicle, take their photograph, document it. Okay? Now, one thing about it is that August 31st, I read the stickers that they got on the RVs. So let me ask a question. We've lost a few people, but let's get a sense. What's the percentage of these RVs that can actually be driven? Most of them, none of them, or half and half? Okay. I think we need to start referring to these as homes, as residences, because then there's a possibility of a different legal standard being applied to them. We argued this in Salinas. They said they were going to tow the vehicles. We got them to back off for 6 months. And then we got them to back off for the sweeps for 6 months. But then they said, well, we're going to tow the vehicles because that's the vehicle code. And we said, no, those aren't vehicles, they're homes.
The numbers on the RVs and the cars?
You mean like addresses? That's a good idea. That's a very creative idea. That's a very creative idea, is to make it look as much externally like a home as possible. I'm just saying that under the law, Los Angeles County passed an ordinance. A couple other cities passed ordinances saying you could not live or sleep in a vehicle. Those were thrown out by the 9th Circuit Court of Appeals. So it's important to document the fact that people are actually living in these vehicles. Okay, they're not just recreational vehicles, they are homes. I would suggest you guys take photographs inside these RVs to show that they become relatively permanent homes for you until such time as you can get real housing. See what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna say this. I think we got a real fight on our hands here, and I think August 31st is not that far off, and we got to make the best fight we can, like we were talking about before. The community, court of public opinion, get our stories told, stay together as an organization. That's the most important thing. Because they might win this battle, but we got to be organized for the whole war. See, if you know what I'm saying, I'm being realistic here. These guys have a lot of resources. You've seen how they operate. They come in, they got the courts on their side, they got the media on their side for the most part.
Yeah, I went on the news and I was talking to Channel News 8, I believe it was, and I spoke to Channel News 8 and I was telling them how it seems more like a paper trail, you know. I went to school for accounting, and so that's all what we're about, you know. And most of the people, some of the people can't get out of their RVs to even notice there's one. Some people don't have reading glasses. Some people are uneducated, can't read the paper. They're not sending a social worker out here to say, hey, do you need help? Can we help you with these services? And if we're going to help you with these services, by the way, you have to give up this right, this right, this right, this right, and that right too. And so it's like basically we're going to help you, but we're going to take all your rights away. And that's the main thing that's unacceptable. And so most of the things that I mentioned regarding, you know, my neighbors having cancer, you know, heart conditions, a lot of the women out here that have been sexually or emotionally abused, that's a major thing. I started to, we had an extra tent and we were going to put together a gym for the ladies out here. So, you know, some of the as seen on TV equipment, trying to, you know, boost themselves and feel better. If they wanted to actually help people to actually come out and bring some water, there's a lot of DIY stuff that we can do. And I made one for myself. It's just a pump that it's usually used for you know, bugs and stuff. You alter it, put a spray nozzle for the hose. Now everybody's got shower. Bring some propane things out here, some burners, stuff like that. And there were so many things that were going on that I mentioned up and down the road that they didn't even bring up in the news. They were just, what they had done is that some of the residents says that they don't have any place to go. And then they moved to me, and I was like, I told this woman that I was here for a couple weeks in the middle of housing, and now that I've been here and I met the people, I want to stay, I want to help, I want to be here a little bit longer. And that's not, it's completely opposite of what was being portrayed. And everybody's like, well, don't call out the news because then it's going to get more, you know. So we just need some accurate reporting.
Yeah, we can't count on the media being our friend. I'll tell you that right now. We got to count on what we do here. Media covers the story fine. If they don't, that's fine too. We can't count on them to be our friend. That's for sure. We're going to get our own. Get the word out just like we did today. Now, Wes wants to get these rules drafted. Rules are important, so we can point to this. These are the rules we have here. We are taking care of these things. Okay? You can't blame this entire community for the misdeeds of one or two individuals. You can't shut down an entire housing community because there's a few violations of the rules by individuals. So if you have rules, you can point to them. So, Wes?
Okay, so our attorney was really nice to draw up like a preamble for our rules. We have not done anything about our rules because I didn't want to write them for you. I didn't want to try to micromanage them. You need to do for yourself and what you think everybody on the street should do. So that's why I brought this easel paper. I've been asking everybody for like 3 to 5 rules. I think we're pretty well.
Especially like at night, just like any of the cities or whatever, if you're going to be walking after 11 o'clock, you know, make sure we walk on that side of the road so that you're not disturbing all the homes. So that might be a good idea. One, everybody will kind of know that everybody's going to be on the right side of the road and not crossing back and forth, especially because if it gets dark and around the bends, that's a really important safety rule, because you come around the corner, you're going to hit somebody, you know, especially in the middle of the night. And so I think that would be somebody that spells it. I'm a math girl. I do math, not spelling. What other problems do you guys see that's been out here that we've been having an issue with?
I don't know what's been said last time.
You don't want to repeat it.
How do we want to word don't pee or poo outside the RV? How do we want to word that?
Excrement? That's a good one.
waste, eco matter, clean up after yourself. We're all adults.
Well,
I mean, just.
I would think. Well, I'm thinking we can get some porta potties and then have rules for the porta potties. And if you get caught violating it, then you're not allowed to use it.
So I do know that porta potties and things like this seem like an attractive and is a major turn-off. Personal waste. So and we do have RVs.
How about we agree to comply with county hygiene regulations?
But this is where the association really comes into effect, because if we don't have a family going on, if we don't have a camaraderie, a community, what are we doing? We're making it a worse place. And if that's the case, then the county's right. They should kick us out.
Well, like you mentioned, half the RVs can't be moved. And if they can't be moved, you can't be moved.
But we can work it out, right? As far as draining it and making runs, we can work it out between each other. And if it doesn't work, then use a different one. But you know, bringing a porta potty out here or dumpsters is going to be a magnet, and you know.
Maybe hook up with Don Chapin or Tom Sektic, who would be willing to come out here every 2 weeks or something and hook up to each one of the RVs. They can put it on their books as goodwill. It would increase the value of their company. They'd also get, the tax write-off. They'd also get credit in the community and say, hey, come to help support us. This is what we're doing, and this is what we're doing for the community.
Giving back to the people.
Okay, so if we're expecting people to contribute to us, they have to want to.
Right.
And if they want to, then we have to show that we're doing something. What do we want to tell the county and Chapin and company that we're doing such a great job? How are we doing such a great job?
Keeping the area clean.
So our rules are always what? I mean, you know, always pick up your trash. How do you want to word that? I'm gonna need that page. But you know, that's what I'm asking for, because I want to write some rules down that we're all willing to agree to, so that we can all sign it.
Okay.
Because everybody want to go home already.
How about within your residence?
One of the rules could be whether it's a car, a tent, or an RV, within 40 feet of your place of residence where you're living needs to be clean, that you're personally responsible for that. And then we can also have the cleanup crew, like he had been collecting some money earlier, so that we can all just kind of get together and help out, beyond the 40 feet. But just as a personal rule, 40 feet or 50 feet, something like that, around the trailers, and that would be a good one to put on there. But what do you guys feel is a reasonable area around your guys' spot?
I would say at least 20 feet in every direction.
Yeah.
Depending on how close the RVs are.
Yeah, because
Well, some of them are close, but some of them are far away from each
some
other.
people like to be friends. I mean, I don't know if proximity is the biggest deal. Just
personal responsibility.
I would agree with the personal responsibilities on the closeness to your homes. I mean, we each and every one of us need to pick up on around our area, because that reflects on us personally. All right. But as far as there's long spaces sometimes in between trailers, and at that other end we got that real low dip, and that area. I kind of feel that if this is really going to work, there's going to have to be a committee that's going to address issues of trash, and people that are going to take the responsibility and say, hey, we need to do this, we need to get this together, we need to pick up this, we need to, hey, how about if we put a little fund together to help buy the trash bags, to whatever else, or even my niece right here, she brought up, I don't know whether you guys talked about this or not, but a GoFundMe page to help fund some of these things. I mean, you know what? I'm having a hard time. I spent all my life in construction, and now I've been 2 broken necks, and they diagnosed me with some problems in my back and my lower spine, and I'm trying to fight Social Security. You know what? I don't have it. And I'm sure there's a lot of us out here that don't have a lot of money, so if we do it together, we'll be able to get it done. And it's not, the personal responsibility needs to be there.
obviously, and that's an individual. But I honestly think there's a committee, a cleanup committee needs to be established, and then some people that are willing to do some work. There's no way I can stay out there picking up stuff, you know. There's no way.
Well, the biggest
and there's others like me out there.
So I'm just trying to really get some rules up.
Just like a yard maintenance, you send people to clean out yard maintenance and stuff. So we can take care of that ourselves.
So the money aspect, the buying stuff, we need to focus on what can you do right here, right now for yourself every day. What have you been doing? What can you do without money? What can you do without money? That's what I want to know. What kind of personal responsibility can you do without money?
Clean your area.
Okay, so bulky items. Bulky items now.
If we all get together and maybe one of us, maybe a couple of us, switch off and on, we can put the trash and block the whole street. That was all.
Okay, so what are we saying? As a rule, you want to? Are you responsible for your neighbor spaces as well as your own?
They're already blocked off sections. How about the RVs with little sections?
Well, it would be proactive, but not required.
Be proactive.
Right? It would be a suggestion, and please, of a politeness.
Required within 25 feet, proactive beyond that.
Okay, I like that. So require within 25 feet, proactive outside.
I think 25 feet's too hard. We encourage proactivity beyond.
Okay, so somebody said 25, somebody said too far.
I think 10.
10, going 15, because I hear 20. Do I hear 20?
The ones that are closer together.
Exactly.
How far?
RVs that are closer together make it a 10-foot.
Okay.
Ones that are far, yeah.
So for neighboring is 10, and for distant is 20. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, that's good. Neighboring 10, distance 25.
Okay, required 20 feet. Personal. If you're by yourself. And 10 feet. 10 feet if you're close. Okay? Okay, what else?
How about plain and simple rules of the book? You want to stay here, keep your clean. If not, you get fined, and that's it. And then they'll eventually get evicted.
Well, now the fine is going to be that you're not fulfilling your obligation of a contract. So this is going to be a model for safe parking. So we need to establish rules that new people can also come in if they register and they sign up for services. They ain't got nowhere else to go. This ends up being a possibility, or they heard about it and they come over.
And if they're clean, they can stay here as long as they want.
That's what I think the stakes would be good for. It's basically the stake with the
Well, now there's a problem with stakes. Anything that we do to alter the appearance of this place makes it look like we own the place. We don't own the place. So we're living under the.
We should be able to think and manage ourselves. As adults, we should be able to think and manage the way we park, where we park in our area of this. We don't have these stakes there. We're not children. We all know what we want. We all know what we don't want.
But we should also be reminded for those who act like pigs. We should also remind those who act like pigs that, hey, you know what, clean up after yourself, or you know what, you don't belong here.
And
you know what,
to
There's a rule of 3-time notice, and you get yellow, orange, red, you're flagged out. We're talking rules here, right?
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt here, but we don't have any authority to tell anyone what to do. We can't assess anything against them. So I suggest this all be voluntary guidelines. We set them up, and all we're using is peer pressure to get other people to guide them. And if people signed this voluntary set of guidelines and signed and dated that they're agreeing to follow them, then we can say, look, you signed this and you said you do this and you're not doing it. And that's the pressure that we've got. We can't really.
When the county comes around, that's when you're going to get voted. So, I mean, people know they're on a ticking time bomb if they start messing up. And you can call it in and complain if you really want to tattle them out, or the county's going to come by anyway. This is going to be an established program if the county actually takes us on. But we have to establish these rules that we're willing to follow ourselves. and than we think anybody else, any reasonable person should have to be expected to do. And that's what I'm asking is, what expectations are we expecting of ourselves and everybody else? And we're not trying to think of any kind of consequences, but just what are we going to do?
No loud noise after 10.
So no loud noise after 10, does that sound like something to put on here? Yeah? 10 o'clock noise. Right. Okay, so mess and trash.
I hate that. You see me getting in the middle of the road.
So with traffic and that stuff, we need video. Yeah. And some of that can be mitigated by tattling on the speeders. And actually, there's no reason for them to come down here. It actually takes longer to go this way than just going around.
They're being nosy. They're just being nosy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Nosy and rude and socially unacceptable.
Exactly.
It's also a county road, and if they did that, they'd have to have electricity really coming through here and sidewalks.
Solar street? No, they'll vandalize us.
You can. It may not be there in the morning.
No, it won't. I trust no one.
Okay, so we have keeping your area clean within 20 feet if you're far apart from people, 10 feet if you're close. We have noise after 10.
Yes, keep your area clean, but don't accumulate so much trash that you can't take it in one trip.
So
accumulate 5, 6, 10 bags of garbage.
Maybe maximum 3 bags.
So maximum of 3 trash bags, basically.
Okay,
what do you think?
You know, three or four. I mean, we're not gonna. Yeah, 3 to 5. Not do a hard line, but 3 to 5 because I mean I got a pickup. He's got a trailer. You know, there's some of us in here that have already been taking trash out and putting it out of pocket to haul some of this trash away, and because we're hearing so much garbage from. I mean, you know what? I got the sheriff telling me, you know what? You need to go pick up that trash. Well, you know what? Check this out. Why don't you tell Marina to stop coming in here at 5 in the morning and dumping their shit off? You know, because that's what's happening, and I'm watching them do it. You know.
And another thing with trash, you just gotta remind yourselves that we have wildlife. So if you have any bags that accumulate outside, it's gonna spread. So if you're not the ones that like to clean up after yourselves, let alone the animals getting into them, I mean, avoid that. I mean, it's all plain and simple. It's all basic and rational. Thinking. I don't know what happened with your adults, guys.
Here's already the premise. The people who are going to sign up are saying, I promise to be a responsible, mature adult.
For myself.
And everybody else here makes that same promise.
Yeah.
And if they don't actually follow through with that commitment, then they'll be removed by the county.
Well, we're telling the county.
If we're promising and we're following through, we get to stay.
What are we doing with this with the county? We're going to the meeting and what?
We're telling them there's going to be the rules, right? And then whoever doesn't get the rules, then therefore, if that's what I meant about the write-up, not for us to be the one to say, hey, get kicked out, but if you get written up so much, then if it becomes a problem again, we can say, here are the people who have been written up. These are the people who are not following the rules. So then they can go there, tag them, say, hey, you know what? You've been warned several times. This is what the homeowner association in the area is saying, and then perhaps give them a specific amount of times either to be warned by us before we go ahead and turn something into the city, and then give also them 1 or 2 warnings from the city before the city asks them, because we're asking permission to stay. They're the ones who can have the right to say, hey, you know what, you're on our property and you're the one not following the rules.
So obviously the county would be the enforcer of this, right? It's good to remind and redirect, because some people need reminding. You know, and that's actually, as long as it's in the spirit of love, that's
we're
good.
not here to say this is what you're doing. We're here to say, hey, you know, you're gonna kick out, you know, and if you need help, ask one of us to help you.
Or they'll end up being the one kicked out because you're not not the problem. It's just like in class, you know, when they're talking, but then you say, hey, shut up. You're the one that gets caught because you're the one that talked.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so just let them get themselves in trouble is one big tenet for me anyway. So I've got
So are they
3
willing
warnings.
to come out and enforce these rules that we're suggesting to them?
They might pick them up. They might ask for a different one. But what we're coming to is an offer. We're making an offer. They'll likely make a counter offer. But if we can keep a conversation going,
I'd say no clause.
I think the most important thing that the county and the city is worried about is the restroom thing going on. So that's what we have to really come across with some kind of good idea for that stuff there. I think that'll help.
So you know, interestingly enough, as much as they focus on that, that's also the thing you cannot avoid doing. So it's like 100%. Well, that's a person. They pee and poo. So obviously, that's why.
See, I have a vehicle, and people that know me, when they have to use the restroom, they come ask me to take them, and I take them to the restroom. And if I'm going to make a restroom stop, I go down the road, people I know, I ask them to use the restroom. So it's just helping out water. I do the same thing with water. I'll make a water run. You know, that's about the only runs I make, because I don't know you. There you go. I keep to myself.
Use it a weenie wagon.
But no, I'm serious. I do that.
Weenie wagon on construction. I've been building bridges for a lot of years, but they're like 500-gallon tanks or 250-gallon tanks, and they're called weenie wagons. Yeah, they're called weenie wagons. They're just wagons. They got a little water pump on the back, and it's for spraying down when you're cutting steel or the ground areas, nothing catches on fire. And but you can get them, and when you first buy them, as long as there's no chemicals or nothing in there, you can haul it. You can actually tag it for safe drinking water, and nothing else goes in there. If you contaminate it, you have.
They have those like almost. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I was just curious. Seems like we've got the really active group here, and I was wondering we should probably try to form some officers. You know, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. You know.
How about everybody's a president and the vice presidents to themselves?
Yeah,
I mean, the rational thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
Because nobody,
absolutely.
we're all grown adults, nobody likes to be told what to do.
No. You're missing my point.
I know, but you're going to get people who are hard-headed, you know?
Yeah.
Who are not rational thinking and say, okay, I understand you want to keep this seriously.
We tried that.
Okay, so just the same way as we started with a big group, and most of them ran away, you folks are still here. So we need to drive the car. Somebody has to drive the car.
Right, but then you got those retaliations.
I've seen in like Chinatown and other places, they actually have what almost looks like a semi-trailer, and they go in and they do shots and draw blood, and they have those kind of type of things. Is that something that would be reasonable to have one on each end that is a bathroom facility rather than trashy porta potties? That as far as the way it looks. I mean, we have United Way around here.
I think the more we can do to bring in, the medical bands to contact Cal State, Monterey, which has various programs, contact agencies. Can you get a medical clinic out here? Can you get the on-wheels clinic out here on Lapis Road? Can we get, this brother suggesting some other possibilities. The more you can do that, the more we can demonstrate that we're taking steps to keep this community intact and make it as minimized to the absolute possible level. Excuse they might have to come in on health and safety issues, we should do that. So if and when they do break up this camp, they'll do so in the face of a record. We made a record doing everything we could to make it as habitable as possible, given the fact that society hasn't provided sufficient affordable housing, right? But I was going to say, I think Wes's suggestions as far as having officers is a very good suggestion. We should pick some officers. They don't have to be permanent. Interim officers now, president, vice president, recording secretary, treasurer, maybe 4 or 5 officers. The reason for that is, then when they want to meet to discuss the situation, you've got your designated officers and representatives to carry out that function. Say, well, listen, what was your name again, sister? Monica. Say, Monica's, I'm just saying, for example, she's executive board members of the homeowners, the Lapis Road Homeowners Association. They're the ones that meet with the city officials. Now, that doesn't mean everyone can participate. We should have general meetings like we had today. But day to day, and for purposes of actually representing the association, I agree with Wes very much. That's one of the first things we did with the homeless union is have officers. And Wes White is our president, and you can see that he's getting a lot of recognition around the county because we have officers, we have a structure. So I would say we should do that. That's a good idea.
And the very first order of business could be Wednesday. Wendy came by here, and the guy with the cards. Wednesday is the people that came by and something and talk. I don't know if it was honk and talk or something like that, but they came and talked to you. The county is going to have a meeting with the people that came out here on Thursday to tell them firsthand account of what happened in the story. Now, if you guys go, you can tell your side of the story. Want to go? It'll be at the county offices. Probably likely in Salinas. That's a good question. I need to find that out. But
you got more numbers.
Yeah, right. No, this is exactly why I'm doing this. Absolutely, especially and if you have email, good. I can send it out.
No emails, no spam.
And Facebook. You have Facebook? Monterey County Homeless Advocates and Salinas Monterey County Homeless Union. So, if you like, we'll skip the officers and anybody and everybody who can go. I'm going to try and see if I can go.
Let's just test the waters first and see if it goes anywhere.
That's fine.
And if so, then I recommend Bill Clinton as our president. Hey.
Hey, he's already got our money.
Hey, his name's Bill. Respect Clinton. Come on now. Big Bill, y'all.
So what do we want to say as far as how are we going to answer the question of the county of trash? We said 3 to 5 bags.
Yeah.
Okay. Bulky items.
I think when it comes to maybe like a lawn chair or something like that, it's not. I think like if somebody has like their little barbecue pit or lawn chair or something like that, that seems to be acceptable. But if they're gonna put a whole couch that's gonna get rained on and then tore apart, and then the mice are gonna be eating in it, and it's gonna be all across the yard. So basically, like nothing with cloth, cotton, anything like that. If you have like a little metal chair that you want to sit outside of your trailer or something like that, I think that seems to be fine. Or maybe like an awning type, or even just like a sun umbrella or something like that. Something that's very small, very simple. Like we have like a couch out there. I don't think it belongs to anybody. I think
that couch
went in
so many times.
So you're saying keep it transitional?
Yeah, transitional furniture. Yeah, I guess that's something that can be easily moved, stacked, put away at the beginning or end of the day. If you have a couple of chairs, then great.
Right.
Well, that's one of their complaints is that they're driving by and it's like a house outside.
Can't tell anybody. I don't think we should ever tell anybody what they put in their homes. Okay? But being outside their homes either. But being that it's proper patio furniture, outdoor furniture, makes a lot of difference than indoor furniture inside, something like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what we're doing, what this set is, we're trying to make an offer. It's like buying a house or something. You make an offer, they make a counter offer, and it keeps on going back and forth until you reach a meeting of minds and make a purchase. The county, we're trying to sell ourselves and being able to say here, that's our pitch. And so we're trying to say that we're offering this, we're offering that. That's what I'm trying to find out. What are we offering these guys?
We're offering to keep this area clean.
Offering
safe.
An environmental plan, okay.
The county has set up a containment cell down there at the other end for chemicals, hazardous waste, and all. It's in a boom containment cell, which is just something they use on jobs. But it's the sole purpose of it is to keep the environment around you safe and clean. With that type of setup, the county actually will be coming out and picking that stuff up. Now we don't want to assume that they're going to pick up trash or anything and carry stuff in there. So we kind of want to keep an eye on that. But there is a chemical
containment cell that they.
The cones that they put out?
Yes, down there with right in the bottom of that dip, just before you come up, they have set it up. It is down there. There are some chemicals already been put in there and stuff, so that the county is doing some stuff for environmental safety.
Santa Cruz to come pick it up, so the guys from Santa Cruz said that they're only going to pick it up from one spot. So that's what that's all about.
I can't hardly hear either of you. One mic.
One mic, one
I didn't know about that. So that's information that everybody has to
that's why I brought it up.
Oh, we can put an information board like when you go to the state beach. An information board. You know, you go to the state beach, you have something in there.
Yeah.
You
I'll
can
tag
open
it later.
Put the notices, something like that.
Right.
So I think that would be good, and it'll tell you like, hey, we got a containment square area right here if you have any hazardous stuff. And then, you know, the locations of the trashes, the rules and regulations of the street, something like that. And then if there's, and also you can also put up the housing opportunities for each month. So if housing authority is going to be opening up their waiting list, then you're going to post that there. And then part of the people who are going to be part of the hierarchy, you know, the president, the treasurer, all that kind of stuff, they can make sure that we're updating that each time. But that's if they're going to let you put that up there. It's just, you know, the post.
So I think we're making a lot of progress here because getting organized, that's the main thing. We don't know what ultimately is going to happen. And they have the resource. They could very easily break this thing up. But we're learning something here, which is that they can only break you up and it's going to reform somewhere else. So the next 2.5 years ago, the communities are coming back together because homelessness is going to be recreating itself every day in America because they're pushing people out of work and housing is becoming totally unaffordable. So we can build this movement, build a union. Even if we lose the battle, we're ultimately going to get into a stronger and stronger position. It's very important for us to remember that. Okay? Now, I think that what these plans that we're making, the officers that we're going to select today, the rules, the regulations, and all the observations put into a document soon and get it to the media. This is the plan. So that if they go forward with this thing, they'll do so in the face of a publicly recognized plan that you guys have put together. And that's going to be a lot more difficult for them to do what they want to do. What they count on mostly is to go into these camps and just break them up because there is no organization, there's no understanding, there's no leadership, there's no commitment. You know what I'm trying to say? So you guys have taken a lot of steps towards having a very different model. So I would say it's time to write these things up, you know, in a formal kind of way. Here it is, send it to the media, get KI1 back out here. We got a lot of more favorable media contacts from the fight we did in Salinas. We'll get them down here to show them the story is not just some poor people who are, you know, without hope down on Lapis Road. It's about communities organizing, saying, hey, so you can provide some real durable housing for us. Move us out of here. Here's how we're going to stay here. We're an asset to this community. We're an asset to this community because absent this homeowners association, you got people making a mess with the dumps and the driving the, you know what I'm trying to say? Speeding, drug using, everything else. You guys are people in exile out here. You set up your own community. And they shouldn't break that community up, okay? So I would say, get the officers down, let's see who they are. Someone should be assigned to write that thing up in a formal way. We know how to put out press releases. That's one of the advantages to being part of this union, is we have press contacts and press releases. And beyond that, we got connections to we're a real union, but the more industrial, we got contacts with the service workers, Teamsters, nurses union. We got the nurses union involved because one of the sisters earlier, she used to be a nurse. We had nurses on Salinas Street. You know what I'm trying to say? We all came from somewhere. We all came from some places. You know what I'm trying to say? So we have those connections. I'm going to just end there. So I got to hit that. So
Thank you.
So
I have a question. So the 31st, if we don't move our we don't move out, yeah, thrown away?
very likely.
Okay, so how far do we move? 20 feet away?
Completely off of this road entirely.
And they come back when?
They will.
I'll be real.
I've asked. So I I have talked to Supervisor Commander Moses, who has this detail, and he is of the mindset that everybody's out on the 31st, and they'll be patrolling it for the next 3-6 months heavily.
When you say heavily, that means they're flying at going
No, as in like they're completely serious about making sure
They're
this
sweeping
road
everybody
is
out,
off.
and if there's one person there, they're gonna tag them, bag them.
They're also, I know you all seen them coming along and putting these white marks on the side of the road.
Yeah.
One of the men that was doing that is a contractor, and him and I got to talking. You know, I mean, I've been pushing jobs and trees through the union for a lot of years. And, so we got to talk and just familiar communication. And he informed me while I was talking to him that they actually are bringing equipment out here, and they're tearing up the side of the road, and they're not going to be parking, nobody parking in. They're going to be doing hazmat, soil testing, and everything else all along this side of the road and the other side of the road where they see contamination. And that's starting ASAP as soon as they get the trailers off the street. So as far as coming back here, it looks like they're making sure the heavy equipment's coming in and tearing the road up. They won't be coming back. Let me speak to that. So let's assume that that's what's going to happen, and I think we should, even though we should make a fight. We've got a couple of weeks to make a fight, a public fight, and meet with the county officials, make our case. But let's assume that's going to happen. What's going to be very important is for us to have the names and contact information description of everyone up and down this road, because it's possible to reform this camp elsewhere. Now, some of us, I've been involved with this thing for a lot of years. Back in the 80s and 90s, I was in the National Union of the Homeless. We had Chicago, Gary, Indiana Homeless Union, Philadelphia, and the Kensington area. And we're in touch with people like Willie Baptist, who've been around for a long time in this fight, and now it's all coming back again. And we learned a lot of things. And one of the things we learned there is that if you had you knew everyone in the community, you'd say, okay, we're regrouping over here, because they're going to chase out, fine, let them chase out. We're going to regroup. But the thing is to stay in touch with each other, to look out for each other, to find maybe a place where we got 2 or 3 campers, or if not, maybe more, maybe fewer. But that we stay in touch so we can continue this fight no matter where it goes. Because they can't, all they do is push you further out. And the more they do that, the bigger these camps are getting. They got camps now that are hundreds of tents, hundreds of shacks, hundreds of vehicles, and they're organizing. You guys are some of the most organized we've seen yet, but there's other organizing going on. In Berkeley, they got a whole government set up on Adeline Street. You go by Adeline Street, they got these tents all neat, organized. They got elected officials in there. It's a government. City doesn't mess with them. Same thing in Oakland. They're organizing under these viaducts in Oakland. You know, that's the key. The key is to make us make ourselves a formidable force.
You said number 1 rule, get permission of the property owners. What about some of these property owners of all this empty fields out here? Maybe get some.
You can do that. You can find out. I told this young lady from the Monterey County runner, I said, well, I'll be in touch. She gave me 50 cards, and that's all fine and dandy. I said, what you can do is have Jane Parker get on that board of supervisors and make an official resolution that the people on Lapis Road have our permission to be there. They have our permission to be there. And then they're gonna have a difficult time enforcing anything else if you are here with permission. You gotta find the weak link in the chain. What's the weak link in the chain? It seems to be, but I think
this county owns this property, so
right.
If they wanted to, they could mitigate that.
There you go. That's the weak link in the chain. And the county board of supervisors is an elected body that has to be somewhat answerable to the people. Okay, they're not the contractor, they're not the business, like the brother was saying, these companies that want to tear them up. It's the county elected officials. Now Parker's already said, oh, well, I'm on your side. Good. Where's your resolution to say that the people on Lapis Road have permission to be there? Mr. Leo, I met with him 5 or 6 times as we were fighting the fight in Chinatown. I'm on your side. Where's the resolution? And then we pack that place. And that resolution gets put on the agenda, proposed, and our mentor, all of it. Once it came down, so, oh, we're on your side. Time to prove it. Time to prove it. And then, we have nothing to lose by making that kind of political campaign. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get ready.
It's actually you know, Prince, he loves fighting, and I'm trying to go in through the front door, and I'm trying to be arbitrating, diplomatic, or whatever, which is the whole point of this. You know, and hopefully we can do this in before the 31st, because if not, we can go to that, or just walk away. I don't know which. But I'm looking at these rules, and I was wondering, is this doable, or are we missing stuff? So it says 11 p.m. Walk on the right. I think that might be two different things. Keep area clean.
Yeah, the 11 p.m. I think you said was the noise. Walking up and down the street, have it on one side, so that we all know everybody's going to be on this side. So we're not worried. I think somebody asked that you're not walking by someone's bedroom as they're sleeping.
So on the opposite side. So walk on the left.
So we would just say northbound because it depends on which way you're facing would be left. So northbound on Lapis would be the walking side.
How about those that don't know? Or how about we just put the trailer on the opposite side where the parking opposite side where the trailer's parked at? I mean, that's
opposite. Yeah. But I mean, for them, put it that way. For the rules that we put out here for everybody to read, we could put the opposite side of the trailer.
All right. So walk on opposite side of the trailers. Keep area clean. Require 20 feet per person if they're far away, and 10 if they're close. Noise thing at 10 o'clock. 11. Okay, 11.
There's not a noise problem out here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just write. People suggest. I just write. Moderate trash level.
I got a question for you. What do we do? And you know what? I'm just bringing this up for this community, and I don't want it to go nowhere. I don't even want to be on the field. Don't let me hide. I want to know what we're going to do about these dudes that are running up and down here real fast. Paintball guns, busting paintball guns on all the corners.
Yeah, BB guns too.
Video. That's all. That's the end all be all answer, dude.
And police cars.
But Dan have.
Yeah, make them police cars.
Well, then it's like, well, you're breaking the law. You're breaking the law and telling on somebody breaking the law.
That's abuse. That's abuse, and for them to do that to you is wrong in itself. Absolutely. And video that.
They're going to kill the people.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, hey, I need rules, please. Trash. I got 3 to 5 bags of trash, a moderate level.
I know neighborhood watch Facebook page where everybody can log on, and so if we find something, if we say, hey, there's this car coming down here, then everybody will kind of know. They have a couple of those in Prudell and in Cashville, so basically everybody connects to the Facebook page that's the Lapis Road Neighborhood Watch.
We can definitely form a page. That is not a problem. So you want to make a Lapis Road Homeowners Association Facebook page. So if we have a Facebook page, we're going to need an admin, which goes back to these officer stuff.
Which goes to her.
Because somebody has to maintain it.
She mentioned about that.
So that would be a good thing for an officer committee to have.
Can we have the information post poll? Like at the beginning of Lapis, it's going to have homeless information. It's going to have,
right.
Basically, it's going to put the
like
rules.
A newsletter.
It's going to put the just like they have at the Stage Beach when you read about the bird that's in the bush.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
It'll be at the end of Lapis up there. It'll have all the rules for the road. It'll have the updated information for the different programs that are out there, information on how to sign up for the different programs, whether you need to be on social services or if you're disabled or if you need to get some SNAP, food stamps, something like that to keep that updated with the local. Yeah, just so that when they do drive up, or if somebody is recently become homeless, they're going to drive up and be like, where am I going to go? And they're going to see this information, and then maybe they can read that and say, hey, you know what, I want to try these things first before I go on to Lapis, and then they can try those things, and then if it doesn't work out, come up.
All right. Well,
all right.
How are we going to deal with the? Okay, go ahead.
No.
Our attorney needs to leave.
Well, I got to get back up to the Oakland area. So, if anyone decides, either they decide or they have no choice but to stay here, so that on the 31st they're in violation of the law. Wes and I have met with the Monterey County Public Defender, and they have committed themselves to us that they will bring up all these constitutional defenses. They will take the position that these laws are unconstitutional, and you can't run people out of what is functionally a home, that they have due process rights, and you can't do that. Now, it's no guarantee how that's going to turn out. You always take a chance when you go to court, you know, but I'm just trying to tell you what they told us, right, Wes?
Yes.
They committed themselves to, and we're working with them to give them, you know, that kind of legal insight. We've done some legal research for them too, and they say, well, we're going to defend these people, and they have defended some of the guys and women that have been cited in Chinatown. They've brought some of these defenses, and so I'm just saying that if worse comes to worse, sometimes you say, okay, I got the ticket, I'm going to court. Don't plead guilty. Ask for the public defender, because the public defender is working with us, working with the homeless union to bring some kind of defense.
Yes.
All right? All right.
All right, just so you guys,
Thank you, Brance. Appreciate it.
Can we get some cards, please, Laura?
Just that flyer. Just that flyer that has those two numbers. It has Becky's number and my number. Right?
Yeah.
And the 3080 number is the one that we really need to call.
Can we get reunited once again and then come up with more ideas, maybe?
I think we're going to have to, because I don't think, I mean, I'm going to come up with a set, and, you know,
Can I get your information and maybe email you?
You have past other communities that just have building bylaws and everything else, correct? I suppose. I mean, if you do, I mean, if some of the parameters that they use, some of the parameters they used that you see that we're missing, that's add in too. Yeah, I'd like, there's something I would like to say real quick.
Okay, one last thing. Yeah, go.
One last thing I'd like everybody to know is the Monterey County Sheriffs and that contractor that was coming through here with talking about the equipment. They mentioned that they have also Monterey County Sheriff's Department. Monterey County has contracted with A&S Metals. As of the 31st, the last day, A&S Metals is contracted to come out here and tow everything off Lapis Road. Anything on here gets towed away and recycled.